Have you ever wondered exactly how your workers' compensation premium is determined outside of just your payroll? Today, we're going to dig into the actual structure of how workers' compensation premium is determined by insurance companies and let you know a couple of things that may help you along the way to try and find ways to lower those work comp costs. My name is Hunter McHugh. I'm the owner of McHugh Insurance Group, a commercial lines agency based in Wilmington, Delaware, helping blue-collar businesses in the tri-state area. So today I want to explain thoroughly exactly what it goes into determining workers' compensation costs. Okay? Most business owners that I will discuss this with are familiar with one thing primarily, and that is that it's based on their payroll. And that's 100% correct. The basic formula for workers' compensation is this. It's your payroll divided by 100 multiplied by the rate for your specific class code. Okay? So said a different way, it's charged to your company based on every $100 of payroll. Okay? So payroll being the first step in the equation, the next piece is what does that get multiplied by? What is that taken into consideration with? And that is the underwriting class code that applies to your specific industry, the type of work that your business does. Now, depending on what state you're in, this rate, no matter what, is determined by the state. However, certain states allow insurance companies to file their own rates in addition to what the state has established. And some carriers may file lower rates, some carriers may file higher rates, but then again, there are states where those rates are what they are no matter what insurance company you are with. Okay, so now we've got your payroll multiplied by the class code rate that you are in depending on your type of business. Keep in mind, the riskier your business, the more likely that rate's going to be versus folks who are just sitting in the office, which is the least risky code and the less expensive code that there is. The next factor that goes into determining your workers' compensation premium is your experience modification factor. Now, if you have a smaller business, 1 employee, 2 employees, and your payroll doesn't meet a certain threshold or your workers' comp premium doesn't reach a certain threshold, in some states you will not have this. You'll just have a merit rating of 0.05 and that'll be it. But the majority of businesses, their premium will be heavily impacted by their experience modification factor. And what this is another rate that is determined by the state or the workers' compensation governing body, depending on what state you're located in. And it is a reflection of the claims history that your business has had compared to your peers and businesses that are also using that same class code. So for an electrical contractor, what the state or the governing body does is they take each year and determine what the average experience should be for a business in that industry. And depending on the payroll and the number of claims and the severity of claims, they set that at a 1.0. If your business performs better than that, you will see an experience modification less than a 1. If it performs worse than that, you will see an experience modification above a 1. So if you perform better, you're going to get additional credits on your premium. If you perform worse, you're going to see additional debits on your premium. And that is a figure that no agent, no insurance company, only the state can set, and it has to be enforced by the carrier that you're with. Now, the last piece that impacts your premium is your schedule credit or debit or your carrier credits, okay, which are discretionary credits used by the insurance company depending on their appetite towards your specific business, okay? So if you have a business with an experience mod below a 1, you've got a clean claims history, and you're doing things the right way, the appropriate risk management, you're more likely to get a carrier to offer you a more aggressive schedule credit or discretionary mod on top of your experience modification. If you have bad claims history, a high experience mod, you're not taking the proper steps, it's likely that you'll see an insurance company apply a scheduled debit and impact your premium in a negative way. And so, again, to recap that entire equation, right? We start with your total payroll for each class code multiplied by the rate that is filed with the carrier you use for each specific class code. From there, your experience mod is applied to it. And then after that, your discretionary or underwriting credits or debits are applied. It's extremely important to understand this. And the way that you can positively impact your work comp rates is by focusing on the last two items. You can't do anything about your class code. You may be able to find a carrier with a more aggressive rate. That's one thing you can do. But the things you have the most control over are your experience modification and your discretionary underwriting credits. The better risk management you have, the better claims management and prevention that you have, the better your experience mod will be. And the better your experience mod is, then the better chances you have of getting additional credits from your insurance company to lower your workers' compensation premium. That's it for today. I hope this recap was helpful. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share with other business owners who may be wondering the exact same thing.